Tristop vs Hydrant Dude was a match that unfortunately involved a lot of early top outs from Hydrant Dude's end, including one early level 18 top out and two top outs early into the 19 transition, so Tristop will get 7 more points added to his set.
We get to have a whole set with 69 on the board. We have Cheez that is ready. Let me just put that up there. Nice. And we have ready from Tristop. Let's count down game number 1. This is match number 2 of the night. We have Tristop taking on Cheez. And this will start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Bar SZL. Okay. We're vibing. I got way too excited about that seed. The best thing is that's going to carry through the entire set. Tetris for Cheez. 23,000 points. Line spent. Ooh, a little bit under roll potentially. Not sure, but I do know. Cheez is burning this down. Able to get the bar over to column 1. The seed should be saved for O, almost, looking at the piece count. An under roll, a sub roll even. I do enjoy me good sub. I had one like 2 days ago. It was really nice. Tristop sitting at 114,000 Cheez. Nice little spin there of the J. 58,000 points. Just waiting for the bar now. Cheez is gonna get the bar knocked down and Tetris with 84,000 points. And just a reminder, of course, not to plug it too many times, but we do have the match Reno sitting at $1,048 here. We do have 8 claim codes left where you can contribute to the prize pool without contributing an actual penny of your own money. If you claim this code, Match Reno will supply 25 cents to the prize pool. If we claim the remaining 8 by the end of this match, K9 will donate an additional $100 to the prize pool for the players. A little bit of motivation there. Obviously, no obligation, only if you want to. Tristop just spamming pieces to the left, able to get the bar. It knocks down the Tetris to go to 262,000 points. So about a 3 3/4 Tetris lead here for Tristop. Me kind of cheating my way out of math there instead of saying the actual lead. Tristop able to just burn this down. Cheez does have a slightly cleaner stack, and is Tetris ready now? Tristop waiting for the bar himself. Building up that left side. He gets the bar for the Tetris. Going to 289,000, but Cheez is going to get one. And Tristop will counter immediately. 314. The 250. And 40 points. Beautiful tuck with the T4, Tristop, and a Tetris. 337 for Tristop to 273 for Cheez. And Tristop just keeps building them right up and gets another one. So 359 to 296. And Tristop, just before I can even finish what I'm saying, scores another one. And another one. 405,000 at 82 lines for Tristop. A very solid start to this game. Other than the little bit of burning that Cheez had to do at the start, I mean, Cheez has had a phenomenal game as well. Ooh, an underroll of that square there. But Cheez is able to burn this down pretty nicely. Ooh, might have been a mistrap there. I'm not sure. Cheez is gonna have to do a little bit more burning here at about 90 lines. 349,000 points. Tristop sets up for the T-spin, 475, and gets the T-spin. So Tristop looking for just about 500k at 100 lines. Oh, had to take the double, unfortunately, but gets the Tetris to go to 104 lines. Cheez with 2 Tetrises there, 400,000 at 106, so a little over 100,000 point lead for Tristop at just with about 30 lines left before 19 speed. But obviously can't count out either player. It's an early lead within this game. Simul Tetris 551 for Tristop to 423 for Cheez. Cheez optioning the build at the left side instead of taking the Tetris. Gets another bar though and is rewarded for the patience. And another Tetris here for Cheez. 469 hanging out. And Tristop waiting for the bar. Keep spamming pieces to the left to build it out. Try not to cover the well. Tetris for both players. 598. Tristop able to burn this out. Has 2 Tetrises available before transition. Will either transition with a single or with any burns or a Tetris. Cheez transitions 518. Nice adjustment there for Tristop. And Tetris for Cheez. And Tetris into the transition at 646 for Tristop. Tristop takes another Tetris immediately after. 670,000 points at 137 lines. Cheez does have to do a little bit of down stacking here. Nothing too crazy. Just about next box level, which I can't even imagine that the fact that, you know, in 2022, next box level on 19 is not even something really to worry about for players. Crazy how times change. And a Tetris there for Tristop, 748 now, so about 140,000 point lead now for Tristop. Cheez with a little bit of a hang there in column 2. We'll have to down stack this beautiful adjustment there of that bar. Cheez getting out of this very nicely. Just needs one more piece. Opens up that right side and knocks down the Tetris. Simul Tetris with Tristop. Tristop 842 in level 23. Takes another Tetris. This very well could come down to that 29 play. I mean, 200,000 point lead for Tristop here. But at the end of the day, you know, it could take that 200,000 points on 29 for Cheez after Tristop tops out. It wouldn't be out of the question. Of course, if it gets to 29, as Cheez is in a high up dig, gets the bar over. Is gonna need, gets the J. Cheez is able to downstack this, just needs a couple more pieces. Bar dependent. Column 2 and hangs the bar in column 3. Oh no. At 756. Tristop with a max on 25. And it's gonna get the game. Unfortunate there, but Tristop will get heart number 1. And we will increment the seed now to 575469. Ready from Tristop. We have a ready from Cheez. So without further ado, let's count them down for game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So let's start things off. Cheez with a little bit of an L dependency in columns 2 and 3, able to fill that very nicely, gets the Tetris. Tristop though in a little bit of a dig higher up, able to burn this down pretty nicely. Just now needs a bar for the Tetris to get rewarded. Cheez, 30 lines, 161,000 points. Tristop with a nice double and the Tetris to go to 104 through 31. And Tetris for Tristop. Cheez rocking kind of the double left and right well there. And another Tetris for Cheez, going to 207,000 points through 39 lines. Nice adjustment with that bar. Cheez is going to knock down another. So Cheez trying to just kind of counter back for the last game. Tristop had a very solid pace at just 25 max out, and just, you know, Cheez probably wants to show, okay, I had a rough game to start, but it's not over. It's far from over. I'm going to push you, Tristop, to your limits. And I'm going to do that in this game. 277 through 53 lines, so Cheez only with a few burns through the first 53 lines. Now 57. 300,000 points at 57 lines. Oh, but that right side's a little high. But Cheez has real estate. And the runway with Tristop. Oh, those 2 bars in a row just kind of came at an unfortunate time. Now Cheez a little high up. Tristop only down by about a Tetris. Cheez opened up the right side, gets the bar for the Tetris. 333 through 73 lines. Tristop with the Tetris here. They go 299 through 79. So Cheez able to still stay in the lead by about 3 Tetrises. Yeah, 340 now for Tristop through 97 lines, 98 lines. She's getting a little bit high on that left side. Needs, okay, gets J and an L, both pieces that were needed. R for the Tetris. She's nice burn and just a couple more pieces. One and one more, we'll get another Tetris. Because Cheez is good to go clean board. But both players clean, but about 100,000 point lead now for Cheez at 107 lines. Tetris for Cheez, 484 at 111 lines. Tetris for both players again, 390 for Tristop through 111 lines, 508 for Cheez at 116. So a little bit of a lead here for Cheez, you know, just about 100,000 points. Comfortable going in the 19, but obviously I can't decide the game based on it. 19 is such an integral part of the whole experience. Even then, that won't decide all of it, I'm sure. Tetris for both players, 459, the 579 Cheez transitions, 579,000 points. Tristop does have a couple Tetrises left before the 19 transition. Ooh, Cheez with a couple misdrops there. We'll have to work this down. This could be what Tristop needs to get going, just on hammering down some pace. Nice dirty Tetris though for Cheez. And Cheez is able to clean this up, takes the triple to transfer the well. About 100,000 point lead here, but about 10 line differential in obviously Cheez's favor. 666, 320 for Cheez. Hey, now at 150 lines. 582 through 145 for Tristop. Tetris for Tristop and Tetris for Cheez. 607 to 719. This is mirroring the last game, just flipped. A kind of consistent lead. Tristop able to get the bar over. Was worried for a second that Tristop wouldn't be able to, but knows the limits of his playstyle and knows that is well within him. Tristop 640 now, 779 through 170 lines for Cheez. And Tetris for Cheez 808,000 in level 23. Tetris for Tristop 696 and 22. You know, Tristop's not even having a bad game. Nice burn and Tetris for Tristop. Beautiful play there for Tristop all around. And Tetris for both players 759 to 870. If Sharky still had his top clips, I feel like that burn and Tetris would be there. Tristop getting a little high, gets a bar though for the Tetris for Cheez as well. Another one for Tristop. 853. Tristop is ready for another Tetris. Will not be getting a 25 max here this game, but still very well on max out pace. Well on potential 1.1 pace with just before transition. Cheez 978 in 26, so 980 in the 27. So next Tetris will be a max for Cheez. And Tetris for Cheez A14. And Tristop actually not that far behind now, just a couple Tetrises. 983, so gets the max out here with this Tetris A17. And A54 Cheez in the level 28. Tristop getting a little bit high on the board, able to just take a couple safe burns, and Cheez transitions B27 and the 29. So this is going to be a kill screen battle. Oh no, and the hang of the bar there. Oh, but Cheez is able to get another one over and gets the triple. Set up for the dirty center well, and Cheez gets it. C14. And Tristop chasing this down about 100k down, but also level behind. And Cheez with another one. C57. A few hangs there for Cheez. Just trying to get any points that you can. C63, so you need to get the C64, Tristop. C64. Oh, but that bar hang is gonna be it. And so Cheez at C63 will get game number 2. And we'll get heart number 1. So let's increment the seed to 68. GG's. Both players incremented the seed and they are ready. So let's count down game 3. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. GG's all around. Tristop, O, K9, Sky, Scott Gray. Absolutely phenomenal play. Cheez is doing some very just, I don't want to say aggressive, just very gutsy Tetrises, and they were very beautiful. So we are, once Tristop scores another Tetris here, we'll be tied momentarily. But then Tristop, oh no, actually, must have been a burn. Anyways, Tristop got 2 Tetrises there. Cheez did have to do a little bit of uncovering. Waiting for the bar now. And Tetris for Tristop, Tetris for Cheez, Tetris for Cheez once again to go back into the lead. 171,000 points. Tetris for Tristop to take it back. We're gonna be neck and neck here. Yeah, both players just kind of doing very well right now. 280 through 57 lines for Tristop, 243 through 58 for Cheez. Obviously, both, it's still very early, but you never know. Either way, both of these players are just stacking away. Tetris there for Tristop, 372. Coming out with a little bit of a stronger lead here now. Even than just minutes ago. And Tetris for Tristop once again, about an 80,000 point lead through 90 lines, roughly. Oh, Tristop with a couple of misdrops though. This is what Cheez needs to just kind of take back the lead, or at least get back some of the lead from Tristop. But Cheez also burning away at the moment, no bar coming. These pieces are more accommodating and helpful for Tristop's stack, even though it's higher. Tetris for Cheez, 411. Now Cheez kind of just taking Tristop's stack over for a second. Yeah, this is a very good set so far. Both players pushing each other. Especially in that last game. Very, very spicy at the end, but Cheez just had the efficiency on 29. Tetris there for Cheez, 487 to 565 for Tristop. 90,000 point lead through 118 lines. Tristop obviously pushing a low 600k transition score here, potentially. Tetris for Tristop. 122 lines. 2 Tetrises left before 19 speeds kick in. Tetris for Tristop. One more Tetris before transition. Cheez's board getting a little high. We'll have to do some burning. Let's have a little bit of weight on the hole. Cheez will be able to burn this down into the transition at 537. All things considered, very solid transition score. And Tristop, unfortunately, will have to burn into the transition. Getting drawn, gets the bar though pretty quick after. Ooh, kind of setting up a dependent board here for Tristop. Gets the bar for the triple and just needs to down stack this now. Ooh, a little bit of a misdrop there of an L. Tristop with that bar in column 2, not the best thing, but able to get one over. Bar depending column 3, gets the bar. Everything's okay. Tristop actually could, I was gonna say Tristop could go dirty. I would advise against it, and Tristop also advised himself against it. And just doing a good job of cleaning this up. Cheez at 638, catching up slightly. But also just kind of having to play a little high up as well because the same piece sets. I mean, you don't get the bar, either player's not gonna get it. Ooh, Cheez with a little bit of a couple misdrops there. Opting not to do anything with that bar and the bar dependency. It's gonna be at 670 unfortunately for Cheez. Tristop at 712. We'll get heart number 2. And we'll take game number 3. GG's. In 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And we are underway. Just up with a nice couple burns to start things off after a few Tetrises. And Tetris for both players, 71,000 to 51,000 through 15 lines. A little bit of a burn situation there for Cheez. Tristop is able to uncover his well. A nice couple burns. And Tetris ready once again after taking those burns. Tristop just waiting for the bar. We're getting in a little bit of a drought now. 128,000 points. Gets the bar finally. And Cheez unfortunately covers the bar dependency. Uses it as a burn channel and gets stuck being high up once again. Now Tetris. And Tetris for Cheez, 137 to Tristop's 197. Tristop 203,000 points. Cheez 144. Cheez with a misdrop there. A nice little 2-burn solve. Nice adjustment of that L, and Tetris for Cheez 168 to 209. A couple of misdrops for Cheez once again. And Tetris 191 to 234 with that Tetris for Tristop. And another Tetris for Tristop, 280 through 75 lines. So a few Tetris lead here for Tristop through about the first half of pre-transition play. Cheez 212, 80 lines, takes a Tetris there for Tristop. 311, so still just keeping about 80,000 point lead. Another Tetris there for Cheez, one for Tristop as well. It's just back and forth with the Tetrises. Cheez a couple pieces ahead in the piece sequence. Tetris for Cheez also opens up the hole on row 1. Tetris for Tristop, 382,000 points through 100 lines. Cheez 307 and 101. Ooh, beautiful burn there for Cheez. Trying to create 2 dependent of a stack Tetris for Cheez. 357. To Tristop's 474. Tristop Tetris and change will get the 500k. Tetris 497 at 121 lines. So mid 500k transition here for Tristop. Still on the board. Has 2 Tetrises. Cheez having 3 Tetrises available still. 364,000 points. Takes 1. Sorry, only 2. I counted it. I was off by 1 line. I can't count. And another Tetris. Into the transition 411 for Cheez. And another Tetris for Cheez. 435. Tetris for Tristop. 567. And takes another one immediately after transitioning. To 591. And Tetris for Cheez. A little bit of under roll. Nice spin though. Cheez has to do a little bit of burning. Whew, Cheez. Next on another Tetris, 502. Gonna refresh Tristop's board. Okay. Tristop cutting out a little bit. 695 at 155 lines. Gets the Tetris go 722. Oh, Cheez with a little misdrap there. And that's going to be at 557. So Tristop 728 will be getting the heart number 3. And we'll be taking the set 3-1. So Tristop with a dominating performance in his games. GG's. We're gonna go watch Tristop finish this out, and then we'll go with some, I guess, mid-roll once we get set up for our last match. Which is Cheez taking on O. Tristop looking for 27 max potentially. Oh no, it would be a max in the 28. See what you can do. A14 into the 28. And takes a Tetris. Next Tetris will transition Tristop to level 29. And takes the Tetris into transition. A85, unable to tuck the square. Oh, sets up for a delayed Tetris and gets it. B25 for Tristop. And another one on the right well. You love to see rewarded, and Tristop has another traditional column 10 Tetris well set up. And gets it! But this is going to be a pretty hard stack to down stack. GG's 1.204. So GG's to Tristop, and we will be transitioning to this and get set up for our next and final match.